Welcome back to Lunch at the Market. Well, there's not a whole lot going on in this market. Well, if you're not watching it, that is. While yesterday's intraday reversal was supposed to signal impending doom for the U.S. equities market, the market is holding up a heck of a lot better than the French World Cup team. Holy cow, there's more drama in this World Cup than 40 years of Erica Kane and All My Children. Who writes this stuff? I feel like the WWE is in charge of scripting the World Cup. In fact, the acting in the World Cup is worse than an episode of MTV's The Real World, which is now in season 24. Really? Who watches that? And they think having a Shrek 4 is bad. Wow, enough drama. Although if you're trading these markets, there's plenty of it. Yesterday we spent the first part of the morning furiously selling calls against our long stock. Then we watched the markets roll over and the profits come in. This morning we went in and started getting long call spreads on Jim Cramer's Candies. Specifically, we grabbed Deckers, stock symbol DECK, Salesforce, stock symbol CRM, Chipotle Mexican Grill, stock symbol CMG, and Netflix, symbol NFLX. We bought the in-the-money calls in November and December on these names, and then sold a call against it with a strike $10 to $20 higher to lessen the cost of putting on the trade. The markets are holding in the green right now. If they continue their rise, we'll look at the exit call spreads when we're up greater than 20% on the position. We don't need to send the kids to college on these trades, just enough to be happy with our nice gains. We also sold money put spreads in Deckers, Chipotle, and Netflix as well. What is a put spread, you ask? When you sell a put spread, you sell the downside put, then get a long a put below it to protect your downside. For instance, on Netflix, you can sell the July 100 strike put for $1.25, then get a long the July 90 put for 45 cents. You'll collect about 80 cents for putting on the trade. As long as Netflix finishes above $100 by July 25th, then you will make money, as you will get to keep all the premium for the options you sold. Your hedge expires worthless and the trade is over. We like selling premium right now, as it seems that we are in a range and it makes us comfortable selling call and put spreads above the ranges. With volatility being enough for us to make money without a ton of movement outside the ranges of the stock, it's been a terrific trade. Our short Jeffries 22.5 put has been a terrific trade for us, and this is an example of making money from something we really do not think will happen. If you sold the July Jeff puts, you can certainly take them off today, as the company crushed on earnings and turned in a really good quarter, with the EPS coming in at 41 cents on the quarter. If they do that full year, then you'll be looking at a PE of just over 14, and they should benefit from thin reg slapping around some of the big players, especially if you see derivatives moving on the exchanges. But all stocks must eventually be sold, so like the Bachelor Jake in Vienna, we'll split with Jeffries at $27.50 if it gets there by August options expiration. We wrote covered calls on our long stock position in Jeffries to take advantage of the jump in the stock price. We'll just play the range on the Jeffries if we see one, like we have everything else in this market. Hope this is helpful to you. Try not to leave yourself vulnerable by overinvesting. Please take the chance of selling some things, stocks or options, when the markets are up, especially if they're big moves. Keep cash on hand, own some puts against your long positions. This is a huge weekend. Don't forget to say hello to Brad in Chicago this weekend at Invest Like a Monster. And be on the lookout next week for our latest interview on America's Favorite Traders. You can download the latest interview with Brian Kelly on iTunes by searching Magnum Opus Financial on iTunes, and it's episode 4. You can also listen right here on our website, magnumopusfinancial.com, by clicking on the green box that says Listen Now, and select the trader that is your favorite from our list. We'll let out the big secret when the interview is done Monday. It's another great one. Thanks for tuning in today at Lunch at the Market, and we'll see you tomorrow.